Welcome to the Barbados Today News Brief for Wednesday, August the 14th, 2013. Here are some of the main stories in this publication. The opposition leader in Barbados told Parliament today that the Minister of Finance reached into his budget lucky dip and extracted a real dud. Mia Motley's strongly worded description of Chris Sinclair's financial statement and budgetary proposals formed part of her reply, even as she singled out government's decision to stop paying tuition fees for Barbadians attending the University of the West Indies as the most backward policy by a cabinet since adult suffrage. Now, meanwhile, a four-member panel of experts this morning concluded that Barbados could plummet into a worse economic situation if government fails to faithfully implement the so-called harsh but necessary measures proposed by Minister Sinclair. Our extensive coverage of the opposition's reply, as well as reactions from the various entities, which can be found on pages 3 to 17. And the profit of one of Barbados's leading insurers have held firm as it prepares for an imminent rebranding. But management is worried about auto claims in the island. Check out our back page and see exactly what the concern is all about. In Caribbean news now, criminals locked in a bloody war in sections of West Kingston, Jamaica, have threatened the life of a member of parliament and forcing the police to carry out risk assessments in the area. Meanwhile, in Bermuda, a man who was convicted of using a handheld device while driving chose to spend 40 days behind bars instead of paying the fine. These stories and more on pages 26 and 27. On the world front, we hear that the Eurozone has emerged from recession after a record 18 months of economic contraction. In other global news, Egyptian security forces killed at least 30 people today when they moved into a camp to clear that camp of Cairo protesters demanding the reinstatement of deposed President Mohamed Morsi. We've got much more on pages 28 and 29. And finally, in sports, Sheldon Cottrell disarmed the Barbados Tridents last night at North Sound in stirring fashion to set up a crucial victory for the Antigua Hawks build and give them further hope of making the semi-finals of the inaugural Lima Call Caribbean Premier League 2020 tournament. Read out how that match unfolded on page 45. And this has been the Barbados Today News Brief. On behalf of my videographer and video editor Gregory Waldron, I'm Emmanuel Joseph. See you next time.